man shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been founded, yo. I don't know where you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the mold. You see, I'm born in the music. I wanna rise in the ceiling, yes I do. I think it's time to see a brand new menu. I said I'm born in the music. I'm born in the music.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's get set.
They'll run it for the first time with Chase Brown. He's got room to run right at the start. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play and a first down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
Gun. Start.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. You'll find Brown out of the backfield.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had third and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
11.
On first and 10, Burrow. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Doesn't it seem like that every time we see a highlight reel catch, they love showing the wide receivers and the running backs, but let's give a little love to the big tight end. I mean, what an athletic play. Understanding that ball was down and away, you've got to lay out to secure it, and not only is he able to get his hands under it and catch it initially, but he's able to survive the ground, and that's a big-time play.
11. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT.
A first down throw for Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Passing right side, and Chase has it.
On one, ready?
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down.
12.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll take it on in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He's got it. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here comes Smith on the return. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
They go play action for Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
This one, downfield, taken in by Higgins. Big play after big play to start this drive. 34 for that one.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
On fine, ready? 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow now to throw on first down. That's into the hands of Dell on the right side. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
This is caught on the side of the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. And this will be a Giants first down. Good running, gets him to about the 44.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
That one knocked away and incomplete.
Might be wise for this quarterback to try somebody else in coverage here, Mike. This guy's known for being a savvy playmaker once the ball's in the air, and he showed why by swatting that ball away, and he's going to pick up a PBU on the stat sheet.
A handoff to Pacheco. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Something you do not want to see here in the final week of the season, as he will get himself checked out. In motion, it's Robinson. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out. Yard line.
Eleven MT. Gun. Cut. 12. Cut.
They'll run here with Brown.
Here we go. Dot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. A throw left side finds Dell. Man, that'll help a bit. They're still well short of the sticks. A solid pickup on that first down play.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. We are through 1. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
Now, Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On 2.
Got to get it to the 30.
11 Thomas.
Here comes 3rd down.
Dot.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Javon Holland. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. A quick throw to Neighbors on the RPO. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
It probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll come up here 1st and 10.
11. Dot.
Burrow now. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will score. Chase Brown. Touchdown Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
To throw is Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11. Dot.
Burrow. Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Gun.
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Tight. 11 MT tight.
They bring Chase in motion.
Dot.
To throw is Burrow. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. 11 yards on the connection there. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And he will score. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's got 20 on the year. McPherson now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Bengals are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. Whoa! Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is caught downfield. It's Johnson, the tight end. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt, and that ball out of reach. Sideline, it'll be an incompletion.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase 1st downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small, and oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know,
pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Here we go. Twelve.
On 1st down, Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. Finding space at the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield.
Eleven. Here we go. 12.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Here we go. 11. 12.
Burrow here on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Dell. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
12. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it, and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. So the official upstairs and the replay center in New York
Here we go.
get the second look.
11,
And
Thomas.
indeed, this call will be overturned.
Stop.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's get set. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. Dot.
Now, Burrow. This one caught at the 4. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it
11,
1st
Thomas.
and goal.
Dot.
Back to throw, Burrow. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Joe Burrow. Touchdown, Cincinnati. On is McPherson for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Coca 19. Hut.
Back to throw. The tight end, Jonnu Smith, secures it. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
19, tight, 19, ready!
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Now they'll set up to throw. That is hard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Motion man is Hyatt. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Out is Justin Tucker to try the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. So now the Bengals use their 3rd and final timeout. Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. This one will be from 37 yards out. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. Halftime here on this final weekend of the NFL regular season. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach. Thank you. 2 very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He's got his tight end. That's Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Geno Stone. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, You got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
He'll get this ahead for about 3. That's Dexter Lawrence in for the tackle.
Here we go, here we go.
They face 2nd down and 7. A carry here for Brown. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 3rd and 7.
11.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. And open downfield, it's Johnson. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. A big-time play out of the G-men. An even 40 yards. They'll look to throw. This one caught just past the pylon. Jalen Hyatt. Touchdown, Giants. Well, they get on the board. That pads the individual stats. Makes mom and dad happy, but Greg, we have seen stranger things. You never know.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing right now, Mike, aside from the scoreboard, oftentimes in the NFL, you learn more about your team in moments like this than you do when everything's going well. So I think this coach is paying real close attention to which one of his guys are going to continue to fight.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
On one, ready? Here we go.
Here's Brown. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here we go.
Now Brown trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11 MT, take. 12, 12,
Dell
12.
motioning over.
Cut.
On the ground, it's Brown. He is going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards. We'll give him 4 yards. It was 3rd and 2 as they convert.
Gun. Stop.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Stop.
Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 22 yards to pick up there. It's a Cincinnati first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
11, mighty. 11. Dot.
Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And he'll be taken down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers.
Here we go.
When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And he's going to lose yardage. How about the defense standing up in the red zone? They'll mark it at the 10.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
They'll run, and he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line, and now it's 4th and goal.
McPherson for the Bengals field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and the Bengals add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That's hard. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's first and goal. A big play for the Giants. It covers 51 yards. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Back to the air one more time. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. Quick throw, taken in. And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Touchdown, New York. Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point and go for 2. He'll look to throw. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
11.
They'll turn and hand this one off. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
12.
They'll stick with him again. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Here we go. 12.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is caught. What a throw. Take down. Touchdown, Bengals. McPherson now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Bengals will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
Here we go, here we go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
Here we go.
Now a give on the ground. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
Let's get set.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Gun.
Third and long.
11.
Dell motioning over.
Back.
To throw is Burrow. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bengals will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you had things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This will be returned from the 6. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air once more on second down. He's going to dial up another deep ball.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
He's going to look downfield once again. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
First down, New York.
They'll look to throw again. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete.
One of those plays where you like the idea, you just don't like the execution. I didn't feel the quarterback was overly comfortable in the pocket. Footwork a little bit sloppy. All of a sudden now the pass is a little less accurate and an opportunity for a big shot. You end up falling short.
That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to throw. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Bengals. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Bengals as we say so long from Cincinnati.